Vaginas are absolute magic, and Ollie is here to give them the respect they deserve. That means shame-free supplements made with clinically studied ingredients to keep your pH in check and your pleasure a priority. Put yourself on top. Go to Ollie.com today. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. Telling y'all right now, this laptop, it's the wrong time for it to be messing up as bad as it is right now. Like, I seriously, I looked up online today. Because I know the only two stores that would have like a good, reliable laptop, or I thought they would have good, reliable laptops, is Target and Walmart. Those are the only two stores that's really open and things. And the actual store that I need to be at is Best Buy. So overall, didn't find no luck. I looked it up on their websites. I don't know, maybe I need to go to the stores, but I'm like, I don't want to do all that. So I'll be happy when everything can go back to normal and we could go back to our day-to-day lives and stuff. Cause This ain't it. This thing that we got going on. Like, at first, you don't really realize like how bad it's gonna be until stuff starts messing up on you. Then you overall can't go out nowhere and do anything about your problems and stuff. So that's what I'm like, man. If I gotta become a scientist or a doctor or somebody in the medical field where I could come up with a cure for this coronavirus, I will do it and spend days and night working on it, cause I'm tired of this. I am seriously tired of this. But anyways, welcome to another episode of TMossBoss Show. Welcome to another edition of Relationship Advice. I don't know. I feel like, when was the last time I did one? It was definitely it might have been like a few days ago. I don't even think it was that. I think it was like, maybe over the weekend. Let me check on Anchor real quick. Last time I did one, or at least the date. So I did an advice episode. So I did one on the 11th, which was, Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. Okay. I honestly guessed. I was like, it could have been any day of the week. But I'm like, I did that quick math. But anyways, starting off with the first story. I am days away from giving birth, and my boyfriend just decided to tell me that he can't be at the birth because he's married. Wow. Oh, that is wild. That's kind of like, there's this movie called Fences, and it was a similar, in fact, it wasn't even actually, because you didn't really see the girlfriend's point of view, but you seen like the wife and the husband's point of view and stuff. But that's pretty wild. They're showing like the trailer to this movie, or I think it's either a movie or no, it's a TV show. It might be a movie, I don't know, but it's like a cult. It's a Tyler Perry movie. It's like, bro, that don't look like, I don't know. That just doesn't overall look like the type of stuff he will work on. But anyways, there is a movie about kind of like something like this and things. Hopefully it ain't not the same outcome and stuff, but no, this is long, bro. I ain't reading all this. I guess that's when you overall got to like do some research or history about the person that you're, because that's why I'm like, me, I like to try to like go after girls I kind of already know. So, like, kind of, like, learn about them and things before I, like, make some commitment like that. Like, I wouldn't even know what I would do if I found out that I got a married woman pregnant. And then let's say that on top of that, let's just throw, like, a random, thing out there. Let's say the woman is white, right? And then her husband is white. How do you birth a black baby with two white parents? So that's why I'm like, that would be the most awkward situation I think I can ever be in. Because I'm like, that's something where I'm like, you should have mentioned that so I'm not the bad. I'm not going to be the bad guy in this one. Nope. I'm like, that's her fault. I'm like, I'll take care of the child and stuff, but that's all on you. You ain't getting me in, I'm like, you ain't getting me involved between this divorce thing and stuff. I'm like, but yeah, I'm like that at that, and then at that point I wouldn't even really be able to trust her. I'm like, because it's like, I don't know, me, you want that like wife and kids like lifestyle and stuff, but I guess it's like, in a situation like that, it's like, look like there's a kid gonna be growing up with a stepmom, because I'm like, I overall, I don't think I can be with a woman like that, because I'm like, she just showed that she would, that she's a cheater and stuff, so that's why I'm like, yeah, I don't think it's best if I would continue that conversation. But anyways, next one, my little brother is out of control, and I don't think I know how to parent him properly. Oh, so I was about to say, well, if it's the parents, but then it looks like she's the legal guardian. How long is this? Dang, this one's long too. All right, I guess we can read it. But anyways, backstory. I am the legal guardian of so she's 21. Yeah, it's like, if you're his sister, he ain't gonna listen to you. I can tell you guys firsthand, I never listened to my sister growing up and never will listen to her. And I'm already grown. There might be things I need to know about this world, but I just think that's that sibling thing where it's just, she ain't gonna listen to me, I'm not gonna listen to her. So that's overall, that's life. But anyway, she says, I'm the legal guardian of my 13-year-old sister, 14-year-old twin brothers, B and C, and recently turned 16-year-old brother, D. So, dang. Oh, this is sad. She was like, our parents died back in 2015. They were driving home one evening after going on their date night, and they were hit by a drunk driver. Died on impact. So that's what I'm like, man, these drunk drivers, bro. I'm saying, like, it's like, man, I wish there was like a way where it's like that stuff can be prevented, where it's like a drunk driver gets behind the wheel and stuff. But yeah, that's messed up, man. That's seriously messed up. That's where it's like, you kind of like, it's like, that's where I'm like, man, I kind of wish like I was in like a, like better, I think this is a throwaway account, because I know it's a throwaway account when they have like throw in their like name and stuff. So, but yeah, that's what I kind of wish like I was like one of those like fancy rich YouTubers and stuff, and then would be able to go and like be able to do something, like help them out, like give her $10,000, I don't know, but do something where it overall benefits everybody and things. But yeah, that's just messed up, man. But anyways, our maternal grandmother then became our legal guardian. She was my rock and my co-parent, but she unfortunately passed away back in March 2018. I have since been the sole and legal caring of my siblings. I'm worried about my brother D. D has some really warped and disgusting views when it comes to women. He somehow excludes me and our baby sister A from his strong-held views, as we are not like the other girls. Back in December 2019, I got a call from a parent from his school complaining about his online bullying of their daughter. Apparently, my brother and some other boys had been DMing her and saying he wished she was... Wow. That is... See, yeah. That's where I'm like, no, I think if I was the, like, if that would have been like a younger sibling that I had, I understand you're the sister and there's like very little that you can do, but I would say you need to put some fear in that boy's eyes. Like, that's where I'm like, nah, it's just, you wouldn't say this to any of us, so why would you say this to a random? It doesn't matter whether you know them or not. Like, what? So he said that, and I'm like, man, I don't even know like a different word. So pretty much like the worst case of sexual assault, and I'm pretty sure people might know what that is: beaten and lit on fire. So she said he didn't use those words specifically, but the memes he sent were very violent and can only be taken to mean as such. Extra info on the incident. Oh, so she opened up another one. Oh, it's a comment. Yeah, but that's not cool. That's not cool to say things like that. I don't know. I kind of dealt with somebody like that on YouTube a while ago. But yeah, I ain't really like take it as threatening and things. But I don't know. I did say like if I were to ever see this kid in real life, I probably would kick him in the throat or something like that. But yeah, that's just not cool to be sending stuff like that to people, whether it's memes or you're actually saying it and stuff. That's why I'm like, yeah, I think it would be best if you put this kid through some counseling or something. I don't know. He sound like he got some serious issues and stuff, but yeah. So then she says, I confirmed my brother and he tried to say it wasn't that deep, bro. You know, because you know if somebody was saying that to you, you would be mad, all right, and been trying to fight them and things. Maybe to him, because he doesn't really see it as a serious thing, but that's a serious thing, because if this girl turns around, the girl that he's bullying, if she turns around and kills herself because of the comments and memes or whatever you was sending her, that's on you. That is all on you. So that's why I'm like, no, you just like that's why I'm like, I don't know. I overall would say some things that's gonna be hurtful. I know I shouldn't, but like I would definitely say some things to him that would be hurtful. Because I'm like, you need to understand that saying stuff like that is not cool. Now, that's what the question would be, is that how, like, you're saying this to her, but let's say she got some backbone and she wanted to hit you where it hurt. Let's say she said something about our parents. That would make you upset, right? That's how that girl feels. She is upset. So that's, I'm like, yeah, you can't say things like that to people. But anyways, then she said he tried to say it was just memes and gifts, but I wasn't having that BS excuse. We got into a big argument and eventually I took away his access to our Wi-Fi. I confiscated all his devices, including his phone, and had him on house arrest for 3 months. Good. You did the right thing. He was only allowed to go to school and back, so no friends, no activities, no TV, or no internet, no phone, literally nothing. He eventually calmed down for the initial shock of the length of his punishment, and then I had him write long letters apologizing to the poor girl and her mother. We went and hand-delivered it with our apologies. Thankfully, they accepted our apology. I then continued to keep a close eye on him, and I believed he was behaving. No, you definitely did the right thing. You definitely did the right thing. I don't know, me, I probably would have went a little bit further with it, because, see, here's the thing. With behavior like that, that's not going to stop. That's not going to stop. So I'd be like, until you're able to live on your own and all that stuff, then I'm like, yeah, you are not going to be on no social media or none of that stuff. I'm like, yeah, if I'm the guardian, I'm like, you saying things like that, no telling us if you're going to go out and do it again. So that's why I'm like, nah, you ain't, as long as you underneath my house, you ain't getting you ain't doing that. But then that's the thing though, because I've had kids come up to me and do it. I've seen kids do it at my school. They'll just be like, oh, bro, can I borrow your phone real quick so I can, send a message or something like that. Yeah, and I'm like, that's like another thing we gotta put stop to and stuff. I need to, I don't really do that anymore. I think last time I did, I was getting my hair cut, and I'm like, bro, like, I'm out here just trying to listen to music. Like, I ain't got time to be over here, like, giving phones out to people and stuff. That's why I try to be busy on my phone and things. I try to be like, nah, bro. So I'm like, I'm doing something right now. Just wait a second and things. But then, like, that second ends up being an hour, and then by that hour, I'm already out the barber shop, got my hair cut, and I'm gone. But anyways, then she said, last month I did one of my random checks to see the kids' internet uses and to check which websites they regularly use and who they spoke to or what they spoke of. I noticed that D has been on what I can only describe an incel sites. Incel sites? What's as incel sites? Where I don't know. I ain't gonna look it up because it sounds like it'll get me in trouble if I look it up. So, anyways, we're disrespectful young boys and crazed grown men congregate to trash talk women and girls. Wow, this dude got some serious issues. Like, nah, like I'm saying, like that's it's man. It's just crazy. I got like a message on Instagram and it kind of distracted me for a second. But nah, this dude, he needs some counseling. He needs somebody to talk to because I'm like, this ain't normal. This is not normal at all. But anyways, then she said, I guess that's where he learned the word simp. Oh yeah, simp. I guess that's like, I guess from what I've seen it, where it's like people they are like simple or something like that, like the person is simple minded, you know. I think that's what it means. It might have a different meaning, but anyways, I never knew what it was, but he's been using it so much that B and C were regularly using it. Our little sister A is really interested in makeup, and the boys, especially D, have made several disparaging comments towards her dream job or the woman she looked up to. A wanted to one day own her own makeup brand. She no longer talks about her love for makeup, fashion, or design as freely as she once did. The boys are literally killing her confidence, her belief in herself, other women, and even in men. Yeah, that's not, man, what is the issue? That's what I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm like, nah. My sister, she had one time to discourage my dreams, and I definitely did a clap back. I had me a clap back moment on her, because I'm like, nah, you ain't gonna disrespect my dreams and then think I'm not gonna say anything about it. That's why I'm like, look, I don't care about older siblings. I do, but to a way where it's like, if they're gonna be disrespectful, I don't care what they say. Younger sibling, older sibling, I don't have any younger siblings, but yeah, I that type of stuff, I'm like, just know I come from a family where we all stand up for each other and things. So do you really think I'm gonna just let stuff like that slide, where I'm like, I got dreams and goals in my life that I want to accomplish, and then somebody's trying to discourage it? I really don't care who it is. I'm like, so yeah, overall I stand my guard. And I highly encouraged in telling your little sister that, you know, she got dreams. That's the thing. I'm like, I'm not really into the whole makeup stuff. You know, if I were, I would give it my, like, everythings. You know, I'll do as much as I possibly can. I don't even think, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I would definitely tell her to stand her ground. Like, she might be the younger sibling and all, but she definitely needs to stand her ground. That's not cool. People be disrespecting her like that. So, anyways, then she says, I don't know why D hates women or doesn't respect them. He has been loved and cared for by women all his life. How do I help him? I can't afford a therapist or do much that costs money. For your information, we already go to a free grief counseling program in our area. Also, when advising, please factor in that I am poor. See, that's what I'm like, man. It's just, it's messed up where it's like, you know, you wish you can help people and stuff, but then it's like you overall can't do much at the time. Like, dang, it's messed up, man. But anyways, then she said, for your information, D is very popular at school. He has many friends, both online and in real world. He has many girls chasing him. He gets along easily with most girls and women, and people in general are drawn to him. This behavior has been going on since, I say, late 2018, November, December. I only noticed it around April/May 2019, and took it very serious from his online bullying incident. I don't feel like he's lost as he understands things when I sit down with him and explain why these things these men say is so hurtful and why he shouldn't be replicating it. Edit, I gave up my childhood so that my siblings could have one. So I really don't understand why he feels the way he does. He has no real responsibilities other than to himself. The only thing the kids are doing responsible for are their chores, walking and feeding the dog, feeding the cat, cleaning their rooms, doing their homework, and filling their laundry baskets. And every 3 months we deep clean the house together from top to bottom. I do everything else on the regular, like cook them dinner, make them breakfast and lunch, sort out their laundry, clean the house, help them with their homework, drive them into and from their extracurricular. Okay, I was like, what is that word? The extracurricular. I know that word. Activities and outgoing and their friends. Then she said, edit. Then she was like an explanation on why I check up on their internet and phone usage. I would imagine it's like to like maybe save money or something, but yeah, but like still, I don't blame you if you got somebody like that. You know, it's like yeah, you overall need to do that and things. But then she says, edit some of the advice I will be implementing and looking into. He will be getting a job as soon as this whole lockdown is done, so that he has something productive to do, and he gets to have a little money. I'll be looking into the Big Brother Sister program for all of them. I also will be signing him up on some sort of sport related activity. He likes to run, so that may be something. The twins already take swimming. I will also be focusing on A more, so she doesn't lose her confidence and know that I am always on her side. I will hopefully be able to find her something with fashion and makeup so she can pursue it with confidence and my support. Edit. I know the word simp is, and I understand it could be used in a humorous way. That is not the way the D and his friends uses it. Also, we don't believe in God, so church, and there's like a bunch of other stuff. But thank you. Dang, well, I was going to be like, you know, that probably would have been a recommendation. Take him to church because he needs to get baptized or something. I don't know. He'd sound like he got some serious issues and stuff, but yeah, it's like, it's just messed up where it's like, you know, you hear people's situations like that, you know, you want to do as much as you possibly could to help them in things, but at the time being, can't really do too much and stuff, so, yeah, it's pretty messed up. I shouldn't be watching this, like, they got, like, this, like, Tupac documentary going on, and they, like, it's, like, things that's distracting me. I don't think, no, that's not real footage. That has to be fake footage. I'm turning. I should. I'm turning the TV off because that's just distracting. But anyways, yeah, I don't know why I do that to myself. Put the TV on mute and things, but it's like still showing the screen, so I'm like just overall distracting me. But yeah, this kid, he got some serious issues. It's like I'm like, yeah, I definitely would be trying to put him to work. Telling him the importance of not bullying people, show him the importance of life and how precious it is, because like if somebody were to lose their life over what he said, that would hurt him. So maybe explain to the one that is bullying people that he shouldn't do things like that, because if that person was to die because of what he said, he would have to live with that forever, and that will eat him up inside. I know people are all like, I don't want nobody asking me if I've ever, like, no, I won't cross that path, and if I did cross that path, then I apologize, but yeah, I would say, I don't know, I'm trying to think if I ever did that I didn't go out my way to just bully random people online, especially if I went to school with them, because I'm like, my thing is I gotta see them the next day, so usually I try to be cool with everybody at my school, but anyways, it's funny how this next one, it seems like this, oh, wait a second. Oh, so no, I'm like reading into it, I'm like, nah, it's completely different from what these, from the last person that they were talking about, but next one, it's titled, I think I'm starting to hate women. Wow, I'm like, that's ironic how it's like you have that one and things that woman's like, or the sister saying like, oh yeah, my brother is hating women or hating on women and stuff, and then this next one, I think I'm starting to hate women. I don't know why people are like that. They're like, oh, I hate men, or I hate women and stuff. Men ain't this, women ain't that. I'm like, then watch, and all that stuff changes when they actually meet the person that's going to do right by them. I was like, if you find somebody that's going to do right by you, then you don't have to worry about all that extra stuff. But yeah, if you keep coming across people that's going to do wrong by you, then obviously you're going to have that feeling. But it's like, don't have that feeling. It's like, doesn't matter how many times a man or woman breaks your heart, like, you know, just gotta deal with it, cry a little bit, move on, and then, you know, do your thing. But don't sit here and think like, oh, okay, like I gotta completely hate though this whole gender and things, because they're all like, oh, well, there's 70 something genders out there, so I got them. Like, don't start with me on that, please don't. But anyways, yeah, don't hate women, don't hate men. Like, and for the women out there, don't hate men. That ain't gonna get you nowhere and stuff. But anyways, I know people are like trying to come up with every excuse on why they need to hate. No, don't do it, because it's like I said, it ain't gonna get you anywhere in life. So then the next one, I cannot deal with my wife's parents living with us anymore. Oh, this is like a common one. I've heard of situations and stories like that before. They even had like a TV show where it was kind of based off of that, called King of Queens. And yeah, it was like the mom, or not the mom, but the wife, her dad lived with her, and the dad was funny. I like the dad. He's like probably one of the best characters on that show. But yeah, I don't know how overall, like, if the parents, because it's like, you know, I wouldn't want my parents to be living in no old folks home. So if it was my parents, you know, I would be doing everything I possibly could to, like, you know, keep them, if they're like, if the house is like big enough to where it's like, you know, they can all live in there, we all get our privacy and stuff, then cool. But you know, I think I would try to like find like a place for them, and then, you know, check up on them and things. But yeah, you know, you wouldn't want them to be in no like old folks home. They be disrespecting old people in there. That's why I'm like, nah, don't put me in no, when I'm old, don't put me in no old folks home. I'm like, I'm chilling, like I'm gonna be chilling wherever place I'm at, cause I'm like, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. I know I joke around with being put in the old folks home and stuff, but I overall do not want to be in the old folks home, cause I'm like, nah, I can see right now, I'll be 70 some years old, some little whoever it is working there, they're gonna try to punk me out, but not realizing, like, nah, like, I might be 70, alright, but I got the mind, mentality, and muscles of a 20-year-old. I'm like, cross me if you want to. I say I'd be 70-something years old, I would fight a younger person and things. I'm like, y'all can say that I'm not, or I'm gonna be too old for it, but I'm like, I'll put up a good fight. I do what I need to, but yeah, I don't believe in the whole thing of living in the old folks' home and stuff. But anyways, this next one, I think, yeah, there's like definitely too much information. I'll read the title. She said, my boyfriend said I feel looser than usual, and now I feel humiliated. Help. Yeah, I don't know how to help you on that, because I am not a woman, and I overall, like, how do you, like, there has to, you get a better thing from Google or YouTube, or maybe another site, I don't know. But yeah, I don't think a man's I don't know, maybe if I'm a doctor, but I'm not a doctor and stuff. But yeah, there's probably ways, you know, you can I'm like doing hand motions and stuff, acting like y'all can see it and things. But nah, they probably read some articles or something on how to make, you know, not loose and things. But anyways, so next one. Just found out that due to COVID-19, I won't be seeing my girlfriend for 4 months. Dang, that's messed up. I don't know what advice you can get from this, but yeah. Oh, it was like I heard it was like it's a noise that I'm like, and I'm not so like cautious about. It's a noise I'm like, okay, like I'm all right, everything is okay. But anyways, so yeah, I am hearing that a lot. I guess, you know, just wait on it to have like lots of phone conversations, I guess, because like you guys sit down and think about it. Look at them military people and stuff, they be gone, and when they deploy, they be gone for all that time. Just think of like that moment where y'all get to see each other again, like you guys can still talk to each other. That's why I'm like, I highly recommend to have your, you know, significant other, if you're gonna be like split apart like that, get you like some video games. Go out, get you like a couple of Xboxes or PlayStations, Nintendo Switches, something. And probably a Nintendo Switch would be a little bit better and stuff. But yeah, just go have your significant other playing video games with you and stuff. That's what I would encourage. I encourage my significant other, if I had a significant other. But no, that's what I encourage my girlfriend to do. I'm like, yo, go get an Xbox or a PlayStation or a Nintendo Switch. I got them all. So, yeah, we can play some freaking video games throughout this time. You know, just so it's like, it seems like the time is going by faster and things. But it's like that sitting around and stuff. It's like, yeah, you know, it's like y'all are like kind of in a way spending time with each other, but at the same time, you know, it's like, you know, it's taking your mind off of the main picture and stuff. So, anyways, what's this one? They're all like, how to grow up and be happy with a bad proposal. Let's read this because I'm kind of curious about it. So it starts off saying it was 8 p.m. I was an exhausted new mom breastfeeding our newborn when Tim comes jogging up the stairs. He bursts into the room, dish suds up to his elbow, saying, I want to marry you. Then he was like, then there's the username. Then he was like, will you marry me? Oh, wait a minute, what? Alright, let's just keep reading. So, I'm not at all happy with this approach, but I do want to say yes. But I do want to, so I say, oh, okay. I was like, what are they saying? But it's a proposal, not a big deal. I never wanted some huge show, just something small and romantic. Anyway, he hasn't saved for a ring, though. It's been impossible for a few months now. This morning, he suggests we get married in our backyard. We live in a row home on a flooded with police occasionally. I'm a little sad now, like we can't afford to rent a small pavilion. I don't know. I don't know any of the stuff that this person's talking about. But anyways, we can afford a small wedding someplace. We only have like 10 guests. I feel like maybe I'm being a brat. It's like, no, if you know, bring up what you want. It's like, bring up what you want. When y'all come to an agreement, then you guys got a good wedding. It's like, yeah, you know, bring up, yeah, it's like, talk with it. Somebody commented like saying talk to them. I'm like, yeah, talk to them and stuff. But the title, I'm so thrown off, like how to grow up and be happy with a bad. Oh, okay. I'm like, what do they mean grow up? Like, aren't you already grown up if you getting proposed to? If you a kid getting proposed to, then you need to call the cops. But yeah, talk to them. Like, you know, I feel like that's the main thing you should do. Like, we're in a relationship, is talk, so you know y'all can come to agreements and stuff. But anyways, then the next one, is it normal to be annoyed by the sound of your partner's chewing? I heard of stuff like that. I can't remember who was telling me about it, but I remember somebody was, and they was all like, yeah, they, you know, it is what it is. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I usually laugh about that type of stuff. If it gets to the point where I'm getting annoyed, I don't know, I try to, like, crack it into a joke and things and be like, dang, I'm a, like, surround sound, think you can, like, calm down with the chewing or something? Like, I'll say something about it. I don't know, I feel like you, like, comfortable in your relationship now. I'll be all like, babe, you're gonna have to chill with all that chewing over there. Like, I'm trying to hear the TV and I can't even hear it because it just sounds like a helicopter just in slow motion and things. But yeah, I'm like, you need to chill out with all that chewing. Like, I'm saying, like, you need to relax. Like, just, I don't know, but I'm like, I'm trying to think, do I chew differently? Because I'm like, I don't know if I do or not. I don't know if I'm a loud chewer. I ain't never had nobody tell me I'm a loud chewer and stuff. I try to keep quiet when I'm chewing. So I'm like, I think I'm Gucci on the chewing part. But yeah, it's like, you know, just crack jokes about it, I guess. But anyways, no, it's funny. I ain't even gonna say like what family member it is, but there is a close family member of mine's, and he hums when he chews. He's a hummer. So you'd be like, so you just be sitting there, he'll be eating some good food, and you know the food's good, and it's like he starts to humming and things, but yeah, he hums when he eats, and it's like he just chews, smacks, and hums. So we all, like, you know, we all got used to it. I don't really, it doesn't really faze me. I'm like, yo, if we both eating the same food, and I'm like, well, I understand, because I'm like, I'm just in a deep emotional moment with this food right now. Sometimes food is good where you have to make like sound effects and things when eating and stuff. So anyways, next one. I feel like I do everything for my boyfriend's daughter, but I don't get treated like I do. Well, let's read this. So I'm 34, he's 32, his daughter is 6, dating 3 years and living together 1.5. I have no children, but I am divorced. Since we started dating, I have stepped into the stepmom role pretty quickly. He wanted me to meet his daughter about a month or so into us seeing each other. I was hesitant, but loved her instantly. She's very smart and sweet, and he's a great dad. Well, that's good. Every holiday I've gone overboard for gifts since I've always wanted kids. Probably can't have them, but that's beyond the point. Christmas, Halloween, Easter, you name it. No, it's like you have to. Me, I think if that was me, I'd do the same thing. I'd go above and beyond for the kids, especially if I'm the step parent. As a step parent, you have something to prove. I seen this video, and I'm all like, see, that's what if I ever do become like a step parent, that's where I'm like, okay, I want some like video like this for me to be involved in. But there's a video I seen not too long ago, and I think maybe a couple of days ago. But the stepdad, he's sitting down chilling and stuff, and then the stepdaughter handed him some papers. He looked at the papers and he instantly just got emotional. And turns out it was adoption papers for him to adopt her, so he is like officially her legal guardian. Do you not understand like how emotional? If that were to happen to me, I'd probably be doing the same thing. Because I'm like, it's like, I mean, if it got to the point where I'm like been taking care of her whole life and things, or the son, daughter, whoever, I don't care. It could be any type of child and things. But if it got to the point where I was taking care of the child its whole life and stuff, then, I would be like, and then to have that moment and stuff, I mean, I'd be like, I already did kind of see myself like as your parent and things. I might not been there for birth, but I did see myself as a parent. So overall, like, it doesn't, like, these papers, I'm like, that's dope that you handed me these papers, like, but I'm like, I always seen myself as your parent. So, they didn't really have to, I mean, it's like dope that you did this. I really do appreciate, I don't know, like, that's what I'm all like, I would be happy about it and I would appreciate it, but I'd just be like, I already seen myself as your parent, like, it wasn't like gonna be a time where I stopped. So I'm like, it's all the way up until my final days on earth I've been that kid's parent and stuff. So yeah, I'm like, it don't really matter to me, like, papers or not, like, papers, and if I feel like a parent child bond with you, then that's how I feel. But then she goes on, that I just need to get that across, all right. But anyways, for the single moms out there. But so then she says, when we moved in together, I made sure I was a step forward wife. What's a step forward wife? They made a movie of that, and it's like, what is that, like the wife, is a woman who life purpose desire is a husband and children. She can either, I remember they made like a weird movie about it, and they were acting weird. There was like robots and stuff. It was like a demonic Terminator and things. But is it like, so like a wife, she just pretty much like just, I don't know, like she a stay at home? I don't know. I'm like, I don't know these terms and stuff, but yeah. Anyways, laundry and dinner and everything. Because of this, and also his moving in with me, he was able to get 50-50 custody without getting the courts involved. I can only assume it's because his ex saw us being stable and happy. That's messed up, man. That's what I'm like, if I meet a woman and she has a kid, and then I'm like being like, that's the thing. I hope it's like a Russell Wilson situation. I hope I'm like the best stepfather and stuff, because I'm like, yo, that's yeah, I'm like, don't get mad at me and things, because you wasn't, that's the thing. I'm like, I straight up say that. I'm like, look, if you want to be in this kid's life, be in this kid's life, but don't ruin the kid's life because you want to be petty and things. Like, that's what I'm like, I can't tell you how to be a father because I'm not a father myself. This is your child, so if you want to be in this child's life, do that. But don't ruin the child's life or like take him away from his parent. If I ever have kids and me and the mom, we don't work out, I'm never gonna do that. I'm never gonna do that. Wherever the kid that if he wants to live with me, then I'm like, okay, but you are gonna have to see your mom. It's like you're gonna have to, like, it's like you don't feel closer, you're gonna have to get close to your mom. You're gonna have to, like, love us equal. Not, it's like I don't want to have it where it's this like super hard decision and things. But I'm like, wherever you feel comfortable at, feel comfortable there and things. But just know, like, it's just treat us as equal and stuff. So, anyways. Then she said, then the quarantine hit, and now the 50-50 has taken a toll on me. I don't have any kids and never have since. So since my boyfriend is essential, I'm watching his daughter every Monday and Tuesday for almost 12 hours, and we have every other weekends. So some weeks it's Friday through Tuesday. I try to let him sleep because he works, but I'm too tired too. The reason I'm posting this, and it may be dumb, but it is because after I made a big dinner, his daughter said, "My daddy is my real daddy. My mommy is my real mommy. Name is my stepdad, but I don't have a stepmom, and that makes me sad." Wait a minute, what? Who am I even reading about? So this is a woman that's reading this. So wait a minute. Name is my stepdad. I'm lost. That's why I'm like, kids, they say things and I'm just confused by it and stuff. But so she's like, so she's saying, like, she doesn't look at you as a stepmom. Oh, maybe that's probably the mom putting that in her and stuff. Like, she's like, you don't have no other mom besides me. You have to think like that's what the mom has said and stuff. So yeah, it's like you just wait until the kid gets older, then she'll like realize it, and then she would see you as like a mom. Just overall be there. I don't know, like you can, but it's I don't know. That's why I'm like, if you've she says, like, in the short version of which she posted, but if it's like the short version, you consider yourself the stepmom, so just be a mom towards her and stuff. Do what you possibly can. Don't let no comments. It's a 6-year-old kid. 6-year-old kids are gonna say some things, so anyways, then she says, so I do all this stuff, but I'm not a stepmom since my boyfriend hasn't proposed. I know she's a kid, but it hurt, and I haven't said a word to anyone, so I'm hoping someone can help me. And it feels like I should add my boyfriend proposed to his ex, but is holding off on doing it with me, which is another point of contention. When I bring up about taking care of his daughter, he just says, yes, that's what you're supposed to do, which I agree with, but if I'm worthy of being a mom to his kid, should I be worthy of being a wife? See, here's the thing. I think with some people, when they get married, they don't want to get married anymore because it's just a lot of like drama and problems and all that with getting married. There's this coworker that I used to work with, and I remember he was telling me about like the time he got married, and he said it was a bad marriage, ended up getting a divorce, and he said he didn't really want to ever get married again. And there's other people that I've talked to where they all like, they don't overall see themselves getting married and stuff. So, it's like with me, I don't know, I'm different. I'm like, me, I want the family, wife, kids, marriage, and all that stuff. So, but, it's like, I don't know. But I think if I would have had like a bad marriage and then to just know like how much drama I'm going to be in like afterwards, and especially if it ended badly and things, I don't overall I wouldn't want to get married again. If I did come across somebody and things, I'm like, that's where it's like he's probably thinking like, do I truly love this girl and things. Like I would imagine that he does, but it's like he probably just doesn't want to go through all that drama again of marriage. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna comment that. It's like he probably doesn't want to go through the drama of getting married if his last marriage ended badly. It's like, if you consider yourself a mother figure to his daughter, then you are a mom. It's like, kids are gonna be kids and say things they don't really understand. It's like all 6-year-old kids do that. And even when they're older, they're going to say things. Feel like I'm gonna say it. Oh yeah, and who knows, the mom might have put her up to say that, because if no, wait. Alright, hold on. Put up to say that because, like you said, she seen y'all being happy, and that might have upset her. So overall, she might do little things to make y'all upset. Comment, send. Next one. Girlfriend told me she has a crush on my brother. Dang. That's messed up. Oh, well, let's read it. Let's read it, because I'm like, it looks curious. It looks like something I might have to say some things about. But anyway, so my girlfriend just jokingly told me she has a crush on my brother because I think he meant to say of his deep voice. She thought she could tell me without it affecting me, but honestly, it has deeply affected me to the point I think I am thinking of breaking up with her. It has made me feel very insecure and I don't even know how to pronounce that word. I'm even going to try it. So she says I'm overreacting because she only loves me. However, the thought of her developing crushes on another dude while I'm around doesn't give me so much confidence. I have very little relationship experience and we only been together for 9 months, so I am not sure how to approach this. Any advice would be helpful. Yeah, that's like something that you don't overall tell somebody. You know, like that's something I'm like, no, you don't know. You just don't tell them. Like that's something where I'm like, you shouldn't even overall be like, it's like you have a right to be upset because that's like, maybe and that's the thing with people. Some people are more open than others. I've met people in my life where they're like very open in things. And yeah, I've worked with people like that. I've befriended people like that. And I'm like, I didn't need to know that. Like, I didn't need to know that at all. There's people, they've told me some very, very personal things. I'm like, that could have been left alone. Like, there's 100 million things we could have talked about. I would have rather talked about, I don't know, the freaking Seahawks. I would have rather talked about video games. They don't play video games, but I'm saying, like, you could have told me something else, but yeah, I'm like, that's what I'm like, yeah, there's times where you just don't tell people certain things and stuff, so yeah, she's saying that you're overreacting, and I'm like, nah, like, if that was you, and you have all this love for me and stuff, but then I turn around and then say that, oh yeah, I have a crush on your best friend, your sister, or somebody like that, I'm pretty sure that would make you upset too. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe because she knows that, you're not experienced with relations. I don't know. Maybe, like, things just happen for a reason. Maybe stuff like that. Maybe it's to make you stronger or something. I don't know. But that's what I'm like, that's something where I'm like, a person shouldn't overall tell you something like that. Because that's not cool. That's not cool at all. Honestly, I'm like, to whoever my significant other is, like, I just would have to have, like, ugly thoughts about your friends, sisters, anybody. Like, I'm like, that overall. Well, I see what somebody else says. Then somebody's like, so the first comment, a lot of open love chumps in this thread trying to claim that everyone that happened here is normal and she did nothing wrong. It's incredibly cruel to tell you she has a crush on your brother. Facts. I'm like, why would she tell you some stuff like that? Like, you want the relationship to end telling me some stuff like that. Like, That's somewhere I'm like, cause then at that point, I'm never going to be able to, like, with you or my brother, like, I'm never going to be able to trust you guys by yourselves. So that's why I'm like, that's not cool. I'm like, sorry for not sounding like Darth Vader, but I'm like, I can't help it. My voice is my voice. Like, yeah. Then they was all like, I recommend you take time to judge how you feel about her. If you don't want to stay with this girl because you want someone who acts a bit more loyal, that is totally fine. It's also normal to want to stay with her and express to her that her behavior is unacceptable, but try not to let her overwhelm you into staying. Stay if you want to. Yeah, that's whoever left that comment, no, that's a good comment. That most likely have been something I would have left, but yeah, I'm like, that's something I'm like, you just don't tell that to somebody, because it's like you're trying to hurt their feelings. Like, you're supposed to have a crush on me, not my brother. Like, come on, like, would you tell your significant other that? Would you tell your significant other that you love, like, oh yeah, like, just jokingly, just jokingly, I have a crush on your sibling. Like, that would make no sense to me to tell me some stuff like that. So that's why I'm glad, like, I have a sister. I'm glad, like, a part of me does, I would have loved to have, like, a little or older brother and things, but, it's like, it's whatever and stuff. I don't really care. But, yeah, overall, I'm like, I'm glad I have a sister. So if I have a girlfriend, she's all like, oh yeah, I have a crush on your sister, I'm like, you are a weirdo. You are a serious weirdo. That's not normal. It's not even normal for, I'm like, to some stuff like that to happen. Look, that's what I'm like, that would be so upsetting. I don't know if I'd be able to talk to my brother again. I mean, I would, but I'm like, it'd probably be like small conversations. I still, have love for him because that's my brother and things. But yeah, if they were to date, if she broke up with the guy and were to date his brother, I'm like, I'm definitely never talking to her again. But I would I'll probably just talk to my brother and stuff. And I'm like, I'm like, you can no longer win any argument with me. I'm like, nah, there's a line that you crossed and you went far beyond that line. That would not be cool at all. If I had a brother, I would not do that to him. I'm like, nah, you dated my brother, that's a no. That's a no for me. So that's messed up, man. I hope the best for him. But then the next one is leaving flowers on my girlfriend's car so she would see them when she gets off work a good idea / romantic? Yeah, it is. I don't know. I mean, if it's like, that's what I'm like, because then she'll be wondering, like, who left these flowers. But no, I would be like, if you left a note and been like, hey babe, wanted to just drop these flowers off, like, do you know, like, did she tell you? Because if you just start stalking the girl, right? Like, she didn't even tell you where she worked, and then you just so happily found her, and like, nah, I'm like, then you kind of tripping a little bit. I'm like, nah, maybe if she had told you and stuff that she worked at this location, and then, like, y'all knew it, like, she knew of you knowing that she told you and all that she worked at this location, then cool, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. Then yeah, it's romantic. I'm like, that's actually a good idea. Leave a note, leave something on the car, and just, But then but then that's what I'm afraid of. I'm like, I'm afraid somebody might take it, and then they be all like, oh, dope, free flowers and stuff. Then I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I probably would meet, I don't know, I would do something where I'm like, I would overall meet her, and then leave it on her car and stuff. Like, walk into the place, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was just, just in the area, going for a run and stuff, and I remember you telling me that you worked here. So overall, I'm not being a stalker. Like, you knew of me knowing that you worked here and stuff. So yeah, I'd just be all like, oh yeah, just in the area, just wanted to look around, just wanted to see where you worked and stuff. It looks all nice here and things. Then we walk into her car, I'm like, what's that over there? Then, just surprise her, dude, yeah, that's romantic. That's romantic. So, but, oh, this next one looks kind of weird. But, so it's, boy won't be my boyfriend, but wants me to act like a girlfriend for him. Is he like, I feel like, I feel like in a situation like that, like, is he trying to get away from another girl? That could be the case. That could be the case where there's a girl that likes him and then he's all like, nah. See, that's something where I'm like thinking, where I'm like, dang, could I do that for a friend of mine? Like, I feel like if a girl, like, she wanted me to, like, be her, like, boyfriend or husband or something, I'm like, well, just know I ain't got no ring, so we would probably, you know, that I don't think we'd be able to, like, play off the whole husband and wife thing, but, yeah, I'll pretend to, I think I'll pretend to be a boyfriend. That's something where I'm like, I don't know, like, if I'm like, true, like, I don't know, I think I would. But if it's like to like make somebody jealous and things, I'm like, look, I don't want this guy trying to fight me or like trying to kill me or something. So if it's to make somebody jealous, I guess if you're going out somewhere and things, like if it's a social get together and things, and then you want me to like pretend, I'm like, oh yeah, we've been together for 365 days. I don't know what to say. I don't know any of these people and stuff, but no, I would. But I'm like, see, then I feel like that might open up an opportunity of dating the girl. So that's why I'm like, is it possible to do some stuff like that? You know, you hear about it like in things, but it's just, I mean, you're hearing about it now. Let's read this. Let's read this. Oh wait a minute, what does this next one say? There's like, my boyfriend is upset because I accidentally saw how much money he has saved up, and says I'll end up asking for money in the future if he's currently jobless and I'm not. I don't see that being a problem. I mean, why is he hiding it though? I don't know, like if y'all got like a committed relationship, I feel like that, you know, y'all should know these things, but yeah, I don't know. I'd just be like, yeah, I'd tell her and stuff, but I'm like, this is the money I've been saving up for the longest and things, but yeah, I wouldn't I don't know. I wouldn't be mad about it. I'm like, that sounds like something that a person shouldn't be mad about. But anyways, the one about the boy won't be my boyfriend but wants me to act like his girlfriend and stuff. So, start off by saying sorry for formatting. I'm on mobile. By the way, this is gonna probably be my last story. But anyways, sorry for formatting. I'm on mobile. This might be long, so bear with me. Oh, it is pretty. It ain't like, because they're like separating it, so it don't seem that long. But anyways, I've been seeing this guy for almost 3 years now. We've had our ups and downs, but I thought we had something pretty cool going on. I love this guy, I really do. Never felt something like this for anyone before. We were never an official couple, but I didn't really mind. I did see him as my boyfriend. I didn't think the title would change the way we were with each other. However, we had a conversation about it, and he said that being in an official relationship did mean something different to him than it did, that it did change how he would act towards me. That got me thinking. A couple of months ago, I asked him to be my boyfriend. He just kind of made a funny face and told me he was going to think about it. I thought he was joking. Mind you, we've been together 2.5 years at this point. I thought it would be such a hard thing to decide. He never gave me an answer. He's still seeing his options. He's still seeing his options. I think that's the case. He doesn't want, because then it's like if he does like meet or come across a different girl, then he's probably all like, oh, okay, then you know I'm gonna have to cut this whole thing with her. But yeah, he might be seeing out his options or like thinking about a future with you and stuff. So I think it's that. I think it's that. But then it's like tuning to be. So a couple months, he funny face, never again. Okay, we kept seeing each other, but the idea that he just doesn't see me as a possible girlfriend made me really sad. I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. We talked about it again before this whole corona mess started, and I told him I was withdrawing my girlfriend application. There you go. Hold on, I gotta clean my glasses real quick, because it's like a little smudged and stuff. But anyways, yeah, there you go. As I saw that he just didn't care, he just joked about it and told me, maybe if you behave correctly for 3 more years, I'll think about it. What? Nah, this dude, where's my phone? I gotta get the app. Where's the app? There we go. Turn this up. Now, sorry for my explicit language. I will be bleeping out the word, but he is a boy. Okay? He once again, he is a boy. No, that's not cool to say something like that to a girl, bro. Like, you don't want her as your, like, you could have just said that. Like, you saying some stuff like that, like, nah, bro. You don't say things like that. That is messed up. He said, maybe if you behave correctly for 3 more years, I'll think about it. What is she, a slave? Like, what kind of behavior? No. Man, if a girl told me some stuff like that, I'm like, first off, alright, my name ain't Django. So you ain't gonna be talking to me like that, talking about if I behave correctly. Nah, if you understand how relationships work, then maybe this can be something. But obviously I can tell you only got the 5th grade education, so therefore I had snapped on somebody if they had told me some stuff like that. I'm like, behave correctly. I don't know what game you got me playing, but I ain't playing this game no more, so that is crazy. Then she says, I love him so much, but I can't stop thinking that he just doesn't see me as a partner, even after all of this time. Should I keep in contact with him? No. I understand that you really love him, but nah, when a person, they say some stuff like that to you, that's not cool. That's not cool at all, but then she was all like, I really love him so much, but I feel like I'm trapped in a role that just hurts me. Update, before I say anything, I want to thank everyone who gave me their opinion. It opened my eyes and helped me make a decision. So I broke it off. Thank you. My goodness, man, that is just that's crazy to say that to a person and things. I'm tripping off of that, but he started saying that he didn't want to be my boyfriend because he's a very jealous guy, and he didn't want to put me through that, which is BS, as he was very jealous from the start, even making me stop talking to friends. So, like, it was a relationship. So he overall ended a relationship because so it was a relationship, but he just didn't want to call it a relationship. Like, that's where I'm like, nah, like, however he treated you, that's how you should have been treating him. So you being jealous, you telling him to stop talking to his friends and all that, you should have been doing the same thing. So then it could have clicked in his head, like, you could have seen this early on. So, yeah, that's messed up. This guy crazy, man. But anyways, he told me he can't stand the way I have friends and that he's very jealous of the relationships I have with them. He told me that he only considered being my boyfriend if I change. This dude, man. Change what? That's what I'm like, now I'm curious. Like, are you one of those women that end up on, like, those 18 plus websites where people go on late at night and those are the friends? Like, I'm like, what is he overall talking about? Like, I need some context there and stuff. Who is this person? Because I'm curious. I'm very curious. Because I'm like, nah, like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, how do you act? Now I'm like, let me be her friend. I need to see how she overall acts and stuff towards people. I'm like, can we be friends just so I can see how you act? Because then I'd be like, okay, then the boyfriend has nothing to worry about. I should comment that. I really should. I'm like, hey, let's be friends, so just so I can see how you act. Because I'm very curious. I'm very, very curious. But then he then asked me to make a proposition. I guess he wanted me to say that I changed, as I've done many times before. I told him I just walk away. Do whatever you want, he said. I'm heartbroken, but I know this is for the best. Thank you all again. It's like, I know you already came to your conclusion with this guy, but for him to tell you to behave so he can see where the relationship goes, that should have been a sign right there that he doesn't respect you. It's like, I'm also curious on how you treat your friends. Can we be friends so I know? Because if you are just, I swear, Call of Duty be sending me one too many notifications on my phone. But yeah, can we be friends so I know how you act towards them? It's like, yeah, because that's not normal to be like that towards a person. Overall, it's like, know your worth, and know guys like that are never going to respect you. It's best if you drop feelings for this guy and move on. Yes, it's gonna be hard, but eventually you will find somebody better. Believe that. Yeah, cause I'm like very curious on this person, like on the person that made the post, cause I'm like, yo, I don't understand. Oh, then they made like another post, but then they removed it. Well, yeah, yeah, it's overall it's messed up how people be acting and things towards people, and it's like, for what? But yeah, I'm like, yo, to whoever that girl is, yeah, let's be cool. So yeah, cause that's not cool to treat people like that. Dang, I didn't realize I went past an hour on my on this episode. That's crazy. Second time I did that. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you're viewing this on YouTube, like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe. And make sure you subscribe to the official TMoss, the official YouTube channel for this podcast. I made a YouTube channel today for this podcast. Yes, I did reach my goal of creating 20 YouTube channels. So that's been accomplished. Now the only goal that I need to do is come out with 100 videos for all these channels and stuff. And that's my next goal, so that's going to be a little bit hard. But I'll manage. I think I'm close with some channels and things. But anyways, talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe YouTube. Follow, subscribe on the podcast streaming service. And if you're purchasing tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And yeah, that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching and or listening, and peace.